It's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I fall, not sell out, that's weak. That's why I take my time before I make my mind up. And I do this like 7 days out of the week. And I grind so hard, I don't get much sleep. I had to earn my stripes, so I don't have to work no 9 to 5. Yeah, we be taking everything for granted, no lie. Cause I remember days that we could barely get by. Used to use the negativity to get high. But now the comments we reading can ruin our lives. Why? It used to be easy back on Easy Street. Hollywood ain't that good, it's going down like it's on a needed beat. Even though that was lobster, all on top of my pasta, I can still feel locked up, like the head of a roster. They'll take your soul from right up under your nose and make you feel like you did it just to obtain your goals. Oh yeah, it's good when you get it, but it don't last that long. Cause I promise you can't take it with you when you go. That's why I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I fall, not sell out, that's weak. That's why I take my time before I make my mind up. And I do this like 7 days out of the week. And I grind so hard, I don't get much sleep. I had to earn my stripes, so I don't have to work no 9 to 5. Yeah, we can learn from other people's failures sometimes. I used to make believe and tell a plethora of lies. Now I see how actions take effect on my life. Cause I don't even have a portrait of this family of mine. I used to be speeding back on Easy Street. Hollywood ain't that good, it's going down like it's on a needed beat. Even though I got options, everything is garden, I can still feel lost, cause every day I wonder, yeah, will they take my soul from right up under my nose and make me feel like I did it just to obtain my goals? I mean, it's good when you get it, but it don't last that long. Cause I promise you can't take it with you when you gone. That's why if I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I fall, not sell out, that's weak. That's why I take my time before I make my mind up. And I do this like 7 days out of the week. And I grind so hard, I don't get much sleep. I had to earn my stripes, so I don't have to work no 9 to 5. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me.
Good evening, good evening. Shout out to everyone that got on the stream tonight. Shout out to, let me see. Shout out to Althea Marshall. Shout out to you for getting on the stream. Thank you for your support always. Shout out to Gail. Thank you for your support always. Thank you to Abdul. Thank you for Abdul for getting on the stream. These are my faithful supporters. Shout out to Dwayne Bowen, always supporting my stream. I don't know if you've understood or heard that I had a little issue, you know. I missed a few streams where I was suffering with an allergic reaction related to my job. And as a result, it put me out of commission just for a little while. I'm still getting over it. It's getting better though. I will tell you that. It's getting over it. But again, I thank you for getting on the stream tonight. I trust that everyone has had a fantastic evening tonight. And before I go any further, shout out to my moderators. Let me know if the sound is clear. If you can hear me well, put a number 1 in the chat box. We'll start there first. If you can hear me well, put a 1 in the chat box, so are my moderators. Awesome. Thank you, Gail. If the music is at a good tone and at a good level, give me a number 2. If the music is at a good level, give me a number 2. Thank you, Gail. All right, let's get started. Let's get going. Well, before we get started, let's have some small talk. I hope that everyone is excited about Thanksgiving. You know, getting close with your family and, you know, having some intimate time with your family members. This is something that a lot of times we don't get a chance to do, unless it's related to, unfortunately, a death in the family. Sometimes that's the only time we get together, unfortunately. But this year, hopefully that's not your case. If you can get together with your family this year and have a nice wholesome meal and thank God for the things that you've acquired or that you've been blessed with getting throughout the year of 2022. It's a good time to make those declarations. So I'm hoping that you all are excited about the holiday that's coming up, you know, and yeah, so, you know, that's what it's really all about. It's about family, it's about coming together, and it's about enjoying one another's company. That's really what it's all about. At least that's what Let's Talk About It is all about. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but that's what Let's Talk About It is all about. It's about allowing you ladies to get clarity as to what it really means for meaningful relationships and or marriage. And I know so many of you get so upset at hearing the talking points. But it's okay. Just sit back, relax. This is a week that you get to relax. You know why? Because I'm not talking to you specifically. This is Men's Week. I'm talking to the men this week. And you would be surprised. The way you get upset about talking points, oh man. I've talked to so many men. I've talked to so many brothers. Oh man. They get just as emotionally aroused. In some cases, just like you. It makes you wonder. But this week is Men's Week. And that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, soldiers. I'm talking to the men this week. And for all the soldiers that jump on this stream tonight, or whether you get on it after the stream is live streamed in real time, I thank you also. But again, this week is directly focused at us. I like to say us instead of you, because I am you. So this stream is directed at us. And for those of you that get on this stream, salute. Salute to you. For those of you that are in your feelings and you don't want to get on the stream, okay, fine. I'm firmly convinced that all streams like this you probably avoid. I'm talking to you. Yeah. Talking to the beta male. You need to get on this stream. I'm talking to you. The panda bears. Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. You need to get on this stream. You need to get on any stream that's going to speak talking points that are directed towards us. You need to do that. Yeah. And get out of your feelings. Get out of your femininity. Get back into your masculinity. You know. Come on, man. Come on, brothers. Come on, men. Get back into your masculinity. Shake off the dust of your femininity that you've adopted with this modern concept, this modern mentality. Oh, we're going to talk about it tonight. Thank you all for getting on the stream tonight. Again, this is another episode, part 2 of Let's Talk About It. The stream that was done last night was called Men Have Been Regarded as Weak, Easy, and a Fool to the Modern Woman. Learn why. Part 2. I had to do a part 2, and I'll tell you why. Because last night's stream was so short. It was so short. I wasn't satisfied. I really wasn't satisfied. So I said, you know, I think I better do a part 2 of the same subject title. For those of you brothers that missed last night, shout out to my moderators. I need you to email me if you missed a stream. I also need you to, in some way, notify me and get back to me if you miss a stream. Missing streams won't be tolerated from my moderators, nor will interaction. Nor will interaction. So let's get into it. Shout out to my moderators. Let's continue. Again, what's tonight's subject? Men have been regarded as weak, easy, and a fool to the modern woman. Learn why. Part 2. I went over a few aspects of why we are characterized as weak, as easy, and as a fool on yesterday's live stream. I want to recap just a few. How is men looked at as weak, easy, and a fool, and for the most part, ineffective? How are we characterized that way? By the women that we are interested in this modern mentality. How is that happening, and why does that happen? Well, I'm glad you asked. I said earlier that this week is going to identify the men from the boys. How will it identify the men from the boys? It will identify based on whether you are able to handle the talking points that I'm going to address this week. Because I'm not going to be easy on us either. Because the women are attacking me, calling me misogynist. Men, I need you to listen. Because they're going to call you the same thing. I'm being called misogynist. I'm being called a woman hater. I'm being called all kinds of things. You know, what's going on in his life? You know, why is he so upset? Well, to shatter your false ego, I'm not upset about anything. Nor am I unhappy. Oh no. I have a wife that would probably trump most that I speak to. In fact, my wife is my moderator. She's one of my moderators, which means that every stream that I do, she hears every word from the beginning to the end. Now that we got that out of the way, can we continue? I'm so excited to continue. Shout out to the brothers that get on this stream. Shout out to the men that get on this stream this week for the duration of this week, which we will be going all the way up until Saturday. And the reason why I'm extending it to Saturday is because I missed one day. That's the day that, I had my little issue, my little allergic reaction, and of which I'm still suffering from. But it's light work. It's light work. It's really nothing. I'll be okay. So, let's get into it tonight. What is the subject tonight? It's men have been regarded as weak, easy, and a fool to the modern woman. Why have you, men, why have we been regarded as fools? Why have we been regarded as easy? Right? And why have we been regarded as weak? I want to let you know why. I want to let you know why. Because, like I say in every stream, I am you. We together as men, we are striving to be our best. And that is what the goal should be. But I want to let you know why you're getting characterized with these labels that don't necessarily apply to you. But you heard the old term, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, then more than likely it's a duck. But it could be an imitation. It could be a product of circumstance and situations that have allowed you or caused you to behave in such a way that extends way beyond your natural behavior. So I want to highlight tonight just a few of those areas that could be a suspect to why we act and behave the way we act, and why we give leverage to the modern woman to label you as weak, easy, and a fool. We're going to get into it tonight. And ladies that are on this stream, I need you to lend your ear and listen to find out if, in fact, you are guilty of the things that I'm going to discuss tonight. If you are, wow. How is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? Because I will tell you this going forward. Until the modern woman gets a better perspective of what a man was designed to do as opposed to what they envisioned, they're never going to have a healthy perspective. No, they're never going to know what exactly to look for. How do I know that's true? How do I know that's true. Because even those of you ladies, I'm still talking to you, brothers. Just sit tight and pay attention. Those of you ladies who have so much to say about what a man is not, and what a man is not doing, and what a man fails to accomplish, I have a question for you while I get back to talking to my brothers. What exactly is on your resume? What does your resume say that indicates that you are above and beyond the men that you say you want? Oh, I would love to see that resume. We all know what resumes are, though. Any of us that have ever written a resume, we know what a resume represents. It represents what's called embellishment. Embellishment is a nice, sophisticated word that simply says, I lied. Oh, you know I'm telling you the truth. A resume is a lie. It's a lie mixed with truth. That's all a resume represents. A lie mixed with truth. The whole truth is not on a resume. So ladies, while you label the men that you would or could end up with in long-term relationships and or marriage, what does your resume look like? You know, that thing that's mixed with truth and lies. What does your resume look like? What does it look like? Do you even measure up to the men that you title as weak? Do you even measure up to the men that you title as easy? Or do you even measure up to the men you title as fools? Because according to what I see in this society, I don't see a lot of women, modern women today, that are strong. Not in the realistic sense, no. Because like I've said in other streams, strong according to the modern woman is based on her accomplishments. And men, we don't care anything about them. Easy, oh yeah, we can talk about easy. Or we can talk about easy. Because easy is what most modern women have been, very easy. That's why we have an 85% single parent rate. Yeah, it's a lot of easiness going on. Let's talk about fools. Okay, well, one thing about men and one thing about women is that it's not an even playing ground. It's not an even playing field. No, not at all. Because see, when a woman acts like a fool, she gets an escape hatch to her foolishness. Society gives it to her. Her girlfriends give it to her. Her co-workers give it to her. And everybody else who knows her gives her a pass to being a fool. But when a man acts like a fool, he gets no pass. Brothers, let me tell you something. What I've said in other streams, we know inherently that no one is coming to save us. You need to pay attention. Stop letting your lower region rule you. Stop letting your lower region rule you. And you know what your lower region is. Stop letting it rule you. To where you make a fool out of yourself. And then you can't even recoup yourself from your bad behavior and your bad decisions. Giving ammunition, you're giving bullets to the gun of ridicule. You're giving bullets to the gun of disrespect. You're giving bullets to the gun of disregard as it relates to you and the women that you desire. Stop it. Let's continue. Let's continue. Tonight's subject, the modern woman, as it relates to the men in modern times, regards them as weak, as easy, and as fools. Gentlemen, let me tell you something. Your movements are critical. You will get no pass on missteps in your movements. Nah, you will get no pass in your missteps in your movements. You won't get the same excuses that the modern woman gets to make for her missteps. Nah, you will not get those same graces. No, you will not. You will not. You will not. It will never be a fair playing field when it comes to you. You are expected to do more in this life as it relates to the men, to the women that you say you want, and the women that would desire you. You are required to do more than they will ever be required to do. And I promise you, they will do the bare minimum. They will do the bare minimum than what's required of you. Let me tell you something. Straighten up your ethnic image. Straighten up your ethnic appearance. Straighten up your ethnic conversation. Straighten up your ethnic behavior and how you deal with one another, men in particular. Your own male counterpart. Straighten up your ethnic activity and behavior as it relates to those that share your reflection and those that may not share your reflection. Straighten up your ethnic image, because let me tell you something. There's a thing called code. That code is very thick, and that code is very serious as it relates to the female. They have a code that they stick to no matter what, at all costs. And you are excluded from that code. Straighten up your act, man. Straighten up your act, brothers. There's too much on the line. What's on the line? You. You're on the line. You're on the line. And you have no idea how much advantage you have. Let me tell you what you have on the line. What you have on the line is your ability to understand and to focus on what I said previously, which is called ethnic image. How do you carry yourself? Like I said in yesterday's stream, how do you carry yourself, man? Pull your goddamn pants up, first of all. Let's start right there. Unless you want the alternative lifestyle to recognize your asshole, pull your pants up. Come on, brother. Pull your pants up, man. Pull your pants up. Nobody cares the title of the drawers that you wear. Pay attention to your shoe wear, man. Get your hair cut. Put on a suit. outside of going to a funeral. Do that. Do that. Shave. You know your hair is bushy. Come on, brother. You know your hair is not groomed well. Shave your hair. Brush your teeth, man. Get your shit together. Because herein lies the problem if you don't. You are already characterized. You are already labeled as weak, as easy, and as a fool. Are you okay with that? And if so, how is that working out for you? How is that working out for you? If you only think the value that you have is inside your jeans, inside your pants, and when you zip your zipper down, you lost, man. You lost. There ain't a woman on the planet that respects you because you think you have a sexual prowess. No, not at all. Get your shit together. Men are seen as weak. Men are seen as easy, and men are seen as fools. Which one of the three do you accept? Which one of the three do you accept? Pick your weapon. Which one of the three do you accept? Because you have to pick. Brothers, you have to pick. And you have to choose. You don't have to be perfect. Nah, I'm not perfect. No man is perfect. And I promise you, there is no woman on the planet that's perfect. In fact, far from perfect. So you all right. You're good. But get your stuff together, man. Get your stuff together. Men in general, black women, black men in particular, you have an ethnic image to protect. Do you care about protecting that ethnic image? That's the question. Do you care? Because if you don't care, it's no reason why you pick the trash that you pick. Yeah, you know, the ones you find attractive. The ones that come outside in their pajamas. Yeah, you know, the ones you're excited about. The ones that come outside and have no shame in their game. And they come outside in public with a bonnet. Yeah, I'm talking about those sisters, those ladies. High quality requires high quality thinking. What exactly do you want? Why is this important? Why? I'm glad you asked. Men, meaning you, meaning me, we have been classified as weak, easy, and fools. Oh, I will tell you this, like the song, we all played the fool sometime. But some of you guys, some of us, we're playing the fool all the goddamn time. So when is playing the fool become tired to you? And when does the tired females that you're dealing with become tired to you? We have to change the narrative, change the trajectory of the conversation that's being had about us as men. If you care. If you care. Yeah, if you care. And you have to do it without concern. about what female you offend. Yeah. That's what you have to determine. That's what you must determine. Many of the decisions that we make, as men, I will tell you, we make it based on whether we are going to upset the women that we care about most. I know I'm talking to somebody. We make decisions based on who we're going to offend that we know personally, that we may be intimately involved with personally. It could be a female family member. It could be a mother. It could be an aunt. It could be a female cousin. But I promise you this, it will remain the same. If you are a man, black men in particular, if you are a man, your decisions, most of which are made not to offend a female, regardless of whether it's a relative or not. Why is that important? Why is that important? Because we as men are being made fools of continuously, and I'm speaking to those of you who know that you're experiencing this right now. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Oh, I'm talking to you. All you need to do is listen, but I'm talking to you. Today, this is the narrative that the men in this society today, black men in particular, are weak and are easy to do what? Easy to be manipulated. By what? You know what? Easy to be manipulated by sex. When you can look at the modern woman and not be moved like a dead leaf off of a tree by sex, I promise you, you will get your strength back. You will get your strength back. Half the time it's not that serious anyway. Get your strength back. Get your strength back. Stop being so easily manipulated. Let's go into the next phase of what you're called. You're called foolish. Why would an individual be classified as foolish? Let's talk about it. You know, I said earlier in the stream that every one of us have played the fool sometimes, including myself. And I'm positive that you have as well. I'm positive. Because everybody plays the fool sometimes. They made a song about it. So you know it's true. But what makes a fool a good fool? It's one thing to be fooled, meaning you were tricked. But to be an absolute fool by definition means that you repeated the same trick over and over and over again. That's what makes you a genuine fool. But to be fooled in and of itself is something that every human being, regardless of nationality, can be a victim to. All of us can be fooled. Oh, no doubt. All of us can be fooled. But to be classified as a fool means you've been repeatedly fooled to the point that what you are being tricked by has become doctrine in your mind. Now you act out that behavior repetitively. That's what a fool is. And that is what you and I have been classified as men from the modern woman. Oh, and for you ladies that hear this stream and get triggered, that means you're a modern woman. Yeah, that means you're a modern woman. The dog that barks is the only one that got hit. I'm not talking to you if you're the modern woman that has this mentality. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the women who are absolutely women that are classified, shaped, molded, and made to be someone's wife. They will not go off into the sunset alone by themselves. No, I'm not talking about those women. But what I'm talking to tonight is the men who don't qualify for those women I just described. I'm trying to get you up to speed so that you know how to recognize a wife from a thought, a wife from a trick, a wife from a jump off, a wife from a manipulator. Yeah. The one that calls you after the date in silence, weak. The one that calls you after the date in silence, easy. The one that calls you after the date, a fool. Oh, I know I'm not going to get a whole lot of views on this stream, for sure. And that's okay. That's why I don't relegate my talking points to Facebook. Facebook is so silly. But YouTube and so many other platforms that I'm on, there are so many that understand the value of these talking points. Yeah, the modern woman today and men have been classified as weak, easy, and fools. Men, figure out what you actually want to do. Figure out who you actually want to be with. Figure out who and what that thing looks like in your mind. Realize that you have work to do. You have work to do. It's not going to come easy. You have to get your stuff together. It's going to require you to do that. And it's not going to be easy, man. I'm going to tell you that. No, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to work off all the cobwebs of all the years of dysfunction, all the years of faltering, all the years of setbacks, all the years of mismanagement of your time, mismanagement of your life, mismanagement of your resources. You're going to have to go to work to fix those things. I'm talking to not the six-figure income. No, I'm talking to that average brother. Yeah, that average brother who thinks it's over for him, who thinks there's no hope for him, you know, in this modern age that focuses on only six figures. I will tell you this. There's nothing wrong with being a six-figure earner, brothers. But I will tell you this. The six-figure earner wouldn't be worth a damn without you. No. They wouldn't be worth a damn without you. All you need to do is see the value for wherever you are. For wherever you are, find that value. Find that value and level up from wherever you are. From wherever you are, man. Because even the women on your level who are simply average, yeah, I've mentioned in many streams that 85% of The median income for black men is between $41,000 and $42,500. You ain't gotta drop your head down if that's what you make. Hell no. Why? Because there's enough drug dealers on the street who make more than you, but they gotta look over their shoulders every goddamn day. So I'm telling you, brothers, that if you make $41,000, hold your head up. If you want more, then make a decision to make more. If you make $45,000, make a decision to make more. If you make $50,000, make a decision to make more. That's all, man. Don't drop your head. You ain't gotta drop your head to the man that makes six figures. Nah, you ain't gotta do that. All you gotta do is make a decision to change your ethnic image and your attitude and your behavior so that you are not looked at, deemed, and labeled as weak, easy, and a fool. That's all. Pull your pants up, like I said. Turn off the goddamn video games, man. Become a grown goddamn man. That's all I'm saying, bro. Become a grown man. If you want the respect of the women that you say you want, become a grown man. That's all. Put down the goddamn weed, man. Put down the liquor. Put down the video games. Put down all of the things I just mentioned and pull your pants up. If you want respect, you have to demand it by your behavior. If you want respect, you have to demand it by your behavior. Your behavior, your attitudes, and the decisions that you make will determine whether anyone respects you, man, including the women that you say you want. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And then I will tell you this. Don't get disappointed. Even when you get yourself together, you're still going to run into the bumpy roads and the detours of disrespect from those that you expected to come from. They're still going to call you weak. They're still going to call you easy. And they're still going to call you a fool, knowing that they had nothing to do with your leveling up. Focus, man. Focus. This is Men's Week. I intend to talk to you this week like I've never talked to men before on a Men's Week. Because I am you. And I understand you. And I feel you. I am you. I expect you to be on these streams. And any of you that watch this stream after it's streamed in real time, I expect you to share this stream. I expect you to like this stream. I expect you to be on every stream after tonight. I expect it. I expect it. I expect it. If you intend to participate in yourself. Perfect message coming from an imperfect vessel. I hope this helps some, frustrated others, triggered some, ultra triggered others. But I am talking to men this week. Love you, brothers. I want to see better outcomes for us. If we ever intend, and I mean ever, intend to get better outcomes with the women that we desire. You can't substitute stupidity. With that being said, I am your host, Charles Chambliss, another episode of Let's Talk About It. I thank you all for getting on the stream tonight in real time. And for those of you that get on after the stream is live streamed, I thank you all. So as always, some of you are like hairline triggers. The slightest thing triggers you, and you will click off. The outcomes are yours. There is not another person on Facebook that is talking like me. There is not another content creator on Facebook that has content like mine, that is speaking to us, speaking to you ladies, whether you want to hear it or not. There is no content creator on Facebook. I dare you to search and find. You won't find one that is willing to talk to us, you ladies, and us men, direct, uncensored, with good intent, whether you believe it or not. Again, with that being said, I'm your host, Charles Chambliss. Another episode of Let's Talk About It. I wish all of you a fantastic night tonight. I wish all of you a positive and productive day tomorrow. I look forward to speaking to all of you again on Friday night at 9:30. With that being said, we are out.